killer dance. It is a vicious death romance.
And I found a cave.
Is improving.
And would you look at that, I finally found some iron. And now a creeper's greatest weakness, I made a shield. About time I start to care about my safety. Today I just worked on creating a farm. I don't want to have to keep on killing all those fish in the river next to my house anymore for food. I want to stockpile up and have an abundance now. Plus, I might find a village farmer in the future, and it wouldn't hurt to start stockpiling up on tradable items. I finished off half the farm today and began making a wall. Being a solid 10 out of 10, I figured I needed more security. I began to light up my complex and waited till night to finish it off. Oh, and I started a pumpkin farm. Being America's #1 heartthrob, though, I figured I should give my fangirls a present, just to make them happy. Started off day 22 with a lengthy dude trying to give me a heart attack. After he left, I went out and began building a hut for my pumpkin patch. It was just another relaxing day, and my compound looked nice. I had to happily go kill with cousins and friends. I was preparing for a long journey across the land. After acquiring a small amount of fish, I began my journey, which I immediately found a sunken ship with some okay food, nothing too crazy. The next day, though, I encountered my first drowned, who guarded a whopping 1 emerald. Afterwards, I found a ship with more food. I wanted to travel across the land now to see what the world had to offer.
Bronze spear is not that hard.
In sandy deserts, I found a village, which I immediately stole wheat from to acquire currency. It's so fantastic. 26 was just filled with 2 more sunken ships and locations. Nothing much to see here. Day 27 was more action-packed, though. I encountered a literal child wielding a titan 5 times his body size. Obviously, quickly aborted the 84-month-old fetus. Afterwards, I accidentally found a clever trap with a magma block and the drown being sucked into it. It was quite enjoyable if I'm being honest. Day 28, I was brave enough to skydive into an underwater building, of which I immediately swam away from because of another titan whittling ground. Over the hill there I saw 2 snow villages. I of course stole all of their lanterns though. Couldn't be bothered to craft them myself, besides the resin isn't needing them anymore. The next day, I just did the same thing to the other village. Day 30, I found a peculiar tower. I decided to go and investigate it, which I immediately found out it was home to the populations. I killed a few dozen of them before realizing they were infinitely spawning, so I just looted their tower, which was garbage. After escaping the slow pillagers, I found a
Sword
witch's
splash
hut.
on a
I
narrow
was kind
bridge.
enough to give her a nice warm bath. She raked up soap though. After my charity work, I began to return home. My inventory was too full now. Of course, though, I found a village on my way home, and I wanted to continue my charity work. So I paid this cat from another witch. Nearly home, and I found these strange stone blocks in the forest. Still no idea what they're for or from, but after 3 days of running, I finally made it back
Yes.
home. I spent the rest of the day putting stuff away and adding new crops to my farm that I gathered along my adventure. Day 34, and I just wanted to rest, so I expanded my land to never have too many acres, which continued into the next day. After a bit more terraforming on day 36, I noticed something while farming. These
Perry,
composters can recycle
Nielsen.
organic items. Terraform this day. Day 38 started off exciting. A traveling villager came to my compound. Luckily, he gave me 2 leads, so of course
Yes,
I
the
trapped
great
some
sword
more
is a nice
wildlife.
accessory.
While terraforming, though, the pillagers came back. I guess they really wanted to die, so...
Commentatron,
After
when do
waking
we
up, I
get to
started looking at my
Spidertron
information
6000?
and got back to terraforming. Day 40 was the exact
Oh,
same.
can't
Day
wait.
41 was exciting. I finally made a diamond pit. While in the mines, I heard a UFO ship down there. Then about 4 blocks into a wall, I found a nice cave, which had diamonds for me. And I began collecting obsidian.
There is hope for
After a
this
while, I
human
collected 20
yet.
blocks of it, and then I continued to explore the cave for a while. Next day, I wanted to begin my sugarcane farm, so I just gathered the required materials and began building it. The following day, I gathered
I like
the
their
rest of the
shields.
supplies I needed and collected some animals to begin my future farm. Day 44, I finally finished constructing my sugarcane farm, and then I just expanded my walls and fit the new parts of my land, which I finished on the next day. Afterwards, I finally created some pens for my animals, which I spoiled them with lanterns. I only have cows and sheep so far. While returning to my farm, however, I felt like there had to be a more efficient way to recycle all of my items. So I played around a little bit and made this auto composter, which worked,
Very
but
nice.
would stop when I needed to collect bone meal. Day 47 was a bit of fun. I made the auto composter fully automated, so I wouldn't even have to touch it now.
Yes.
I then gathered every type of farm animal I need.
Laugh
so
out loud.
I decided to go slaughter a ton of animals around my compound since I wouldn't be needing them anymore. But night fell and I decided to have some fun and turn my blade onto the hostile mobs. While returning home though, I found some skeletons with enchanted bows. I wanted to see if I could collect them.
Victory! One level down, an endless amount to go.
Prediction. The amount will not be endless.
Honestly, wasn't
Time
even
for the
worried.
Tower of
With my
Dragons.
massive brain,
Tight.
I calculated everything down to the last pixel of health I needed. Sadly though, the next day the enchanted bows weren't dropped. Can I please get an F in the comments for that? Afterwards, I just did some farm work around the house and went to the village for some arrows. Through the night, I collected 2 horses. I have to say, I think they're really fond of me. I then went to gather lily pads to cover up the water on my farm so items wouldn't fall into it anymore. I did the same thing on day 50. I don't know. Today I wanted to expand my land and terraform a bit. I had an idea for a large building. After picking a ton of cobblestone, I crafted the fine bricks that the large building would rest upon
This
and
is
began
silver
building,
difficulty.
which I did over the course of the next 2 days. But I had to stop because I needed to remove part of the hill next to my building because I needed to expand the building 1 more slot to make it all even. Then, when I ran out of the fancy bricks, I just went to farming for the rest of the day. I needed more cobblestone for the large building though, so over the course of the next 4 days, I just spent it all strip mining and gathering more rock. Then on day 61, I finally hit into a cave, something I really get on this world. I found some diamonds and killed some skeletons. I figured I had enough cobblestone, so I just returned my furnaces to prepare for the next time I build. 62 was just spent farming and taking care of my animals. Except, my farm is so massive that I had to finish the rest of it on the next day and then went back to building. Day 64,
The further
I
the
finally
human
finished the
gets,
outline for the
the more
large building.
spectacular it
The next day I
gets.
needed to go gather
Yes,
some wood for the
let's
large
keep
building's
pushing.
floor. I cut down so many trees from the forest though that I think Q.org is gonna come calm me down now.
Let's hope
But
these
at least I finished most of the floor. I wanted some nice lighting
It is
on the large
okay.
building.
Comment Tatron.
Frankly,
They are armored.
my animals don't deserve all the nice lanterns. While I was building my nice lighting though, the traveling villager that escaped me somehow came back. His crates were garbage, so I thought it was only fair for me to kill his llamas and take his leaves. For this large building, I wanted to design it to be open, no doors. I was getting tired of having to open and close them for my tiny shack. Afterwards, I began to prepare to enter the nether. It was time for more fun.
Dennis,
Day 69
Jacob's
stopped
son.
laughing. I found into the nether. I was immediately welcomed with open arms. Upon saying
What a
thank you
great
to my warm
sword.
welcomes,
Longer,
I
more
noticed
stylish
lava was
for
still
the
falling
modern
down from
sword
the ceiling.
robot.
Very
Let's
happy I
watch
noticed it
them
right
fight.
there and not a few seconds later. I just went straight away to collecting the
Bronze
blocks I
tier.
wanted in.
Yes,
taking a
welcome.
portal, or at least as much as I could. After that, I went back to collecting the blocks I needed, until I had my soul scared out of my body from randomly catching on fire.
Victory!
Finally, I found the culprits,
Good.
but they
Human
quickly
survived.
ran away.
Let's move on.
I then spent the next 10 minutes gathering up more blocks I wanted, and baby-proofing the land as I was in
Jump
my
pads,
portal.
spikes,
While returning home
swords.
though, I was
Love
surprised
it.
with a guest that I didn't want. Very lucky for me, he returned back through the portal to his wife and kids. Since I came back so late, there was no point in sleeping, so I just began adding to the walls. Don't worry, there's going to be many iterations of it. Then my old pals came back and I decided to go say hello to them. I finally got a second banner from my pumpkin patch, but I noticed that there was only 3 pillagers, not 4. So I kept a lookout for the 4th one, of which I immediately found the next day and took care of them. But of course my pumpkin was there. While I was farming another raiding party spawned in my compound somehow, I guess I heard about
They
the
are wild on the inside.
After seeing how unsafe my land
Such
was still, I
enthusiastic
decided
robots.
to baby-proof everything. It was time to create something. I gathered the supplies and I made 2 iron golems to help out with guarding my land. Now I think my land is safe enough. After that, it was time for more quartz. So I entered the nether, considered going
Let's
into the
go,
fortress,
some
and
scarecrows.
immediately began
There is
gathering
also
quartz.
lava.
What an
Then out
exciting
of nowhere, a
temperature
gas started to
change.
attack, and then suddenly spawned? After that, I just went back to gathering a lot more quartz. I wanted to try and make this my last trip in here for materials. I then started to explore. It's been a long time since I played in the nether, and I wanted to see what changed and what the environment is like now. More and more gathering of quartz, never had too much. And then that disappearing gas came back, and it did a magic trick again. Returning back to my portal now, I wanted to base the land some more, and
The human
I
didn't die.
barely escaped some lava,
We're only
like
in the bronze
a few
tier.
pixel difference on how close I was to catching on fire. But I managed to baby-proof more of the lava. My adventure itch wasn't done yet, though. I wanted to go explore some of the nether fortress. I wanted to see if it was an actual one. Of course, though, I just had to go the hard way and baby-proof this lava entirely.
Clean, clean.
I couldn't just do the base of it, but I did make it look good, though, if I do say so myself. Now, onto the fortress. It was actually beautiful and a legit nether fortress, so I decided to venture deeper. Then I saw him, another Blaze. This time he wouldn't run from me. With my Navy SEAL sniper training, he fell. Down the stairs, officer, I swear. Maybe through more lava, and then I saw it, my first Blaze rod. I ventured deeper and saw a Blaze spawner, so I immediately ran away. Then I immediately turned around and went back. I was getting badly damaged, so I turned to heal. I came right back and luckily lit up the spawner. With only 3 hearts remaining, I quickly made a dash right back to my portal. My adventure here was done. For now. Once I was home, I was on my phone and didn't notice my third-party visitors. So I just went back to building and to my animals. I wanted to get into enchanting, so the cows had to die. Not all of them. But finally my enchanting table was done. Day 74, I was beginning to prepare for my future villagers. Upon gathering items I needed to make a breeding ground for them, one of my iron golems decided to get up close and personal with my chickens. Once I got him out, he wasn't done apparently, and decided to go say hello to the cows. Of course, getting him out though, 4 of the cows escaped. I slaughtered the children and mother that got out right in front of the golem. I wanted him to see what his actions caused. Once I fixed that chaos, I began the dirt bridge, a very long platform from the village all the way to my compound. Once that was done, I got my first villager, who willingly volunteered without any issue or fuss. On the way home, though, the boat got stuck in the weird dirt, so I couldn't continue the boat ride to Freedom for today. Then I had an idea. That's how you know it's going to be good. I went back to my compound to get a bucket with water. I was going to force him to come or I'll waterboard him. Which, of course, didn't work, but I eventually got him on the bridge and into his nice home in my compound. Day 77, I got the other one on the bridge and into his warm home, too. I went back to the village to strip it down and collect all the blocks I wanted.
And now, can the human get up this very small hill?
Back to my home. I finished stripping the village the next day and then
Life is the best tutorial.
I was really focused on making them feel welcome in my compound. Afterwards, I forced them to have a child, got to start production on my forced villager sales stands right away. Oh, and I got rid of the ugly bridge connected to my life. The next day, I woke up to the surprise of a second child. I needed to move my absolutely massive bamboo compound. It was time to make room for the village to stand. I was curious what bamboo was for, and to my surprise, sticks. This entire time, I was accidentally making my stick farm without even knowing it, so I immediately went over to make some profits. After a few iterations, I think I made a pretty good sales stand. Might change it up in the future, but I'm not sure. Now this day, day 80 was the most painful. Worse than dying. Started it with abducting one of the parents. One of the kids seemed completely okay with it, weirdly enough. And then came a long journey of picking up and putting down a lectern to get the villager to sign me books of mending. After a few attempts, I finally got it. Then came the pain.
Pretty
One of
good.
the stupidest moves ever. I put mending on my sword and pickaxe, which I wanted to do. But then for some odd reason, things weren't clicking for me. I tried to enchant my pickaxe, but thought it was impossible
A deadly
because I
dance.
put a mending on it already. So for some stupid reason, I then went and made another diamond pickaxe, wasting 3 diamonds. I then enchanted it, and then combined it with my mending diamond pickaxe. No idea why I did this, but I did. Then I realized my stupidity. After that, I just spent the night enchanting books because it finally clicked with me how I should enchant my items. Day 81, I just enchanted books. Since I was stupid and used most of my diamonds on enchanting 1 pickaxe, I spent the day mining for more diamonds. Spoiler, I never found it. Day 83 was special. Not special, but special. I feel like it's better to just show what happened instead of explaining.
Victory!
The human is taking a long time to die.
Shouldn't be too much longer.
We must recycle. Where's the garbage?
Day 84, I finally got the villager and he seemed very pleased to be in his new trading stand. Then I just spent the rest of the day making a few more trading stands. The next day I made a toolsmith and I was going to make another trader, but of course the children had to learn from their parents and
Time to poke a human to
then
death with
immediately
spears.
turned back
Death
around.
pokers,
For some
assemble.
reason I just had a feeling that they were going to escape again. Which of course they did. All I learned from Minecraft so far is that all villagers deserve the guillotine and none of them are valuable. After getting them all back into the dirt pit, for some reason I didn't like it when I was getting it. But I finally got him out and into his trading post, and would you look at that, he definitely didn't like it when I hit him. I needed to relax, so I went and enjoyed watching the children sleep out in the pit. Since my adventure is almost over, I wanted to have one last run of fun, so I decided to venture out. I'm not sure why I made so much food when I just put fire on my diamond sword and animals and beauty, but I didn't make it far before I had to go to sleep. As any therapist would say, jumping off a
Good.
cliff and
I hope this human gets to the diamond tear.
You
after
just
that,
want to
upon
see
a jungle,
Spider
I
Tron
immediately began
6000.
exploring.
Yes.
Looking for pandas or at least some parrots. After searching all day, I thought it was over until I spotted the blue one who sat on my shoulder, then finding his brother and capturing him as well. I spent the entire day 88 searching for a panda. You wouldn't believe how rare these bad boys are. After searching through the entire jungle though and losing hope,
Normally, backups take
I
hours.
spotted him
We were
somehow
clever
on
and
an
guessed you
island
didn't want to
without
die.
bamboo, facing out from sea. Instantly fell in love and decided to take it home.
Comment,
Found out the hard
Patron.
way
Why did we
they're
name the
incredibly
difficulty
slow.
tiers after
Originally,
these
I was
terrible
going to touch
metals?
on mountains and those trees to bring it home, but
They would.
somehow when I brought him, then I decided to get trapped in the back. But don't worry, a ton of monsters. I left into the food that will grow to feed. Continuing my adventure and finding some nice food, I saw another one of those raiding towers. After considering it for 3 seconds flat, I decided to head over there and try out my first ever raid. Not like I have anything on the line right now. To make them even more angry at me, I stole all their flags and fell asleep in their tower, just to really try to win. And my first ever raid begins. Wave 1 was easy and nothing to write home about. Wave 2 was also easy. I don't think I ever came close to dying during them. Wave 3 I ran out of arrows, so it's time to
This
get up
human
close
is
and
blue.
close.
Perhaps we
It was
will
a close
see.
fight between me and the
Titanium.
raptor.
That would
Didn't
be
think I was
amazing.
going to survive it,
Spider
but I
Tron
came out on
5000
top.
party.
Yeah.
At the end of wave
They
4,
invited their
I
little blue friends.
lost my comrade.
What a nice thing to
Now,
do.
it was getting scary. The final wave had some weirdo stuff going on. Some black magic level stuff. I tried to go to sleep, but decided against it. Then, I had a brilliant idea. A level 4319 IQ idea. I would knock the enemies into the lava. So, I worked on extending the lava pit to make it easier to knock them into. I saw some skeletons and killed them for, hopefully, some arrows. I got 2. I know I could kill the evoker with shooting my bow shots, so it was working up for me. Then, the ravages started. I was coming for my lava pit and stole some chests. Of course, the AI captain wanted to let him run straight to the lava. I also couldn't knock him into it. So I had to do this the fun way of nearly dying multiple times, blocking and hitting him. But he finally died. Then it was time for the evoker. I hit him once, then missed. Hit the bell to see him through the map and killed him. Almost done, then I killed the last pillager working at my birds for some reason. Sadly, all villagers died, but I was lucky to still have this flying rat with me. I quickly ran away from the village to sleep. Day 93, and I decided it was time for a horse, finally. Of course, the one I got had to be the slowest one alive. I then found another raid tower, and you already know I just had to skill
Perhaps
the
it has
flag.
learned from its
I think I
mistakes.
ended up with 22
What a
total.
skill.
The rest of the day was spent exploring. Then came Lucky Raid Tower number 2. Obviously, I had to cause some chaos, so I stole all their flags.
Their shield
I
bashes
even
the
had a
bits.
farewell party escort me away.
human is
Right over the
about to
Raid
follow
Tower
them.
hill, though, I found another village. Honestly, nothing special.
I should have
I
guessed
came
the
across
human
another
would
ice
make more
biome,
clones.
And I still
Why
wanted
use
to
that
find an
analysis
igloo.
spot?
I later
Making
found out
more
that
of
they don't
themselves.
spawn here, but I did
Is
find
their
a couple of
quote-unquote
ships.
thing.
So I just cut my losses and returned to my horse. Now, as much as I loved him, I needed a faster horse. This one isn't that much faster, but it's a lot better. I looted one last underwater boat and begin to return home. I didn't want to be out in the wild for my 100th day. Day 97, I found this really cool looking village on my way home, so I pillaged it and returned to run. I then witnessed my horse doing unspeakable things to a wolf. You dirty dog, you. I then 4 wolves and found another village to pillage. After traveling for a long time, I finally returned home. I just spent the time putting my animals in their respective spots and putting away items. Oh, and putting up my pumpkin
This is
patch
nothing
and putting
compared
some
to
of
the
my
diamond
house
tear.
supplies I stole. I think it looks beautiful. You thought that expedition was my last
Customers
adventure,
wait
huh?
on Fire
Well,
Island.
I told you I was
They
going to
seek
return to the
purchase a dead
Nether.
human.
I don't know why I
Death
did,
warrants.
but I wanted to go back to those blazes and have some
Good.
fun with
The
them.
human has a
I then
backup.
found out that
You should
it was
always
2
make a backup.
spawners instead of 1, right next to each other. A very rare nether fortress. I said so long I went up by 3 levels, had a blast running around clearing out the area, never actually came close to death, and I ended up with 14 blaze rods. It was time to return home. Well, I saw 2 wither skeletons watching my exit. Killed them, and the third one wanted from me. After that, I was finally able to return home.
Impressive.
And now it's day
Go
100.
human!
I finally made it and beat the challenge. I just wanted to relax and not worry for the final day, so I just spent it farming and taking care of my land. I also made some more beds for my villagers and...
What happens in the tunnel?
Reproduce.
It's
After
cleaned
that,
up
I
by
just
the
watched
garbage
sunset
box.
with my pets,
What is
and
it?
with that, the hardcore Minecraft movie is over. Being that I slept for 4 months straight, I honestly didn't remember much about my world, so I
I
went
should
around
have
and
guessed the
refreshed my
human would
mind.
make more clones.
Noticing that I
Why
still
is
had
that
iron
another
armor
spot?
and the new
Making more of
nether
themselves.
out, I wanted to immediately put
Is
all
there
focus
quote
on
unquote thing?
armor. I want to explore the nether a ton now. Just to show you how unlucky I was in the first 100 days, watch how fast it took me to find diamonds. This entire time, I was mining around them. So far, not doing too bad on diamonds. It shouldn't take me more than a few days at this rate. So, back to mining I go, and that's a problem. All this lava is obstructing my shaft, so, as any sane person would, I needed glass. I went to go collect some sand, said hello to my 2 iron golems. 3? I guess I have another one randomly now. It looked hurt, so I went and healed them all up. I figured the salmon hurt them. Common knowledge that iron is weak to salmon, and that's why Iron Man is red, so he can blend in and not worry about these monsters. So I killed and hurt my salmon and collected some sand. I woke up the next day, shocker, and I found this cat randomly in my compound. I honestly did try to catch him, but he didn't want my cooked salmon. He wasn't a man of culture, so I killed him. Later on, found his brother in my house, and being the natural
Not at
born
all.
gentleman that I am, I said hi to the brother. Waiting for my glass to cook, I decided to go in and check up on my villagers, and oh
Jump into
my
the sky.
goodness, there's
The
so many.
Heimer bots are
I also
waiting.
said hi to the cat's sister. With my new block in hand, I went and blocked out the lava with its weakness, glass, because that makes sense. Day 104, I just mined and found more diamonds. 105 was just mining. If you're wondering why there's no game audio, I was listening to music this entire time, so I can't put it in. I found more diamonds while singing, and then somehow got a 4th golem. Pretty positive they're reproducing up there, but I don't mind the extra protection. I'm just hoping I don't accidentally hit one and ruin this run like I did last time. Day 107, I began making my diamond armor. I made the chest plate and pants, since I believe those give the most armor. Said hi to a cat, and for some reason now I have 5 iron golems. I then went to enchant my armor, but only had enough for the chest plate, but I had a secret backup plan. I have 7 experience potions, which did nothing. So I can't enchant the pants yet, but I'm going to put mending on my entire armor set. I don't ever want to worry about making new armor. I then finished the day off with some farming. Woke up and said hi to a cat. Immediately finished up farming and noticed that I now have 6 iron golems. Honestly, I'm a proud parent. I wanted to explore a little bit, but didn't go far at all. I'm saving that for the nether. I was a bit bummed out. I immediately found more useless blue rocks when I went to mining. But then I was very lucky and found some experience blocks. Since I need more experience for enchanting my armor, I decided to go slaughter the chicken. Enchanted my pants with an okay janet and put mending on my bow. Mending on my bow. Realizing my mistake, I went and got another book of mending and enchanted my pants. 50% done now. I crafted the helmet and boots and tried to enchant them, but I need more experience. I went and slaughtered almost all of the pigs and sheep, but that won't be enough. I need a better way to get experience. So I went to the ocean, got some kelp, and looked for spots above my mob tracker, and remembered I need soul stands for the elevator. So I to a cat and found out I'm now the proud owner of 7
It should be
iron
terrified
golems.
of its imminent death.
I chose glass for the elevator
Complex.
because I wanted to see the land as I rise up. Later found out that you can't see anything while in water. Also heard from a YouTube video that soul sand only pushes you underwater than the source block, and that
Probably.
forces each water block to become a source block. I didn't feel like testing this theory out, so I just listened and did it. Finished the elevator and began the collecting part of the grinder. Made a 6 shot and began building the mob grinder. Upon building the grinder, I figured I should use scaffolding.
Why not create?
Never used it before in my life, and good God, is this contraption
Good one from
worth it.
Entatron.
Trying out the scaffolding probably made me lose roughly 10 years of my life. I was insanely happy to finally get off of it. Finished building the grinder.
Oh
and
lord,
then
there's guys next to me.
wasn't as bad as going up. The grinder barely even worked. I'm guessing it's because it was at night, but I just went out and bought mobs instead of waiting. Day 116 XP farm. Finally enchanted all my diamond armor and baby-proofed my nether portal. I finally decided to explore the nether and check out this new update. Only problem is that I already ran through the nether a bit on the previous version. so I had to travel far in order to get the new biome in Fortress. I did find another Fortress though, did a sick face shot on the skeleton, which the pigmen love. Nothing else really happened in the Fortress. Day 119, I was greeted by my father and found a new biome. It was pretty cool. So I finally found the new Pig Fortress place after searching for 2 days. I was greeted by this baby pig thing, but it somehow disappeared. No idea what happened to it. Such a shame.
Mom, come here!
It was gold, man.
Mom! Addison? Are you downstairs? Watch this. Pitch cloud. I don't have a bow. Slice. I don't know if he's dead. I don't think he's dead. But I hit it right out of his bow. And I hit Spidertron. Spidertron's a really annoying giant robot.
Annihilated.
Exterminated.
Destroyed. And now, Clean Raptors jump over mountain.
And for
So
some odd
dramatic.
reason, I had a feeling that they didn't really like that. Who knew, right? So to calm them down, I decided to sell their property back to them for some items, which they seem to love. A lot. I then witnessed a girl at an anime convention running away from some weird men. Then began to sell their property back to all of them, including their children. I don't discriminate. I think I made a pretty nice profit for selling nothing of my own. I didn't know though that throwing an ender pearl at something would hurt it. Realizing the huge problem that I just created, I freaked out and I was drowned, which didn't go according to plan. So I tried to run, got cornered, and almost died by accident. Landing on the last block there before falling to my death. Almost ran off a cliff, but the timing was good. I realized I didn't save the coordinates for the fortress, so I turned around to go write it down. Landed on the roof, somehow carrying my massive balls with me. Began collecting more blocks because I'm insanely greedy and know no better. Day 121, I did the exact same pearl and it almost fell to my death. The second time, in the same exact spot. I'm amazing. The pigs are still mad that I slaughtered dozens of them, so
Great.
I held up in an area and slowly killed them.
No wonder, with
Then
that
I
great
kept
sword
on
in
being
hand.
jump scared by
Yes,
pigmen
it is
falling
quite
from the
the
sky
sword.
right behind me. Only issue is that I'm way too cracked to let them kill me. My shots were always on point. They stopped chasing me and I couldn't have that. I needed my intense chase scene to continue. Then I made it back to my portal and back to my house. I have a lot of saddles now, so I made this pig specifically my favorite pig. Said hi to a cat and just did boring chores around the compound. After 123 days, I'm getting really tired of my iron golems getting stuck in the animal pits. So I finally decided to fix it. Here's some future plans for my compound that I most likely won't follow, but it's nice to plan and get a general idea. Red is where I'm going to make some weird machines and EXP farms. Orange is where I'm going to finally finish building my massive home. Green will become a town or a massive building for all of my villagers. Light blue will be for my animals. Dark blue will be my mine shaft. Pink will become my farm. and purple will become a massive Japanese-themed wall around my
Recycling
entire
is very
compound.
important.
After saying hi to a cat, I began landscaping away this hill from my future EXP farm area. I don't really know what to say here to make my dialogue last long enough to show all of the days that I landscaped, but I did go at this hill for 8 days, and then started to bring the temporary wall